Peace. What's good? What's good? It's a beautiful day. It's so peaceful out here. You have birds and all kind of other wildlife. It's just beautiful. The sun's shining bright. It's beautiful. Um, I just wanted to talk a minute about accountability, mental health, peace, joy, happiness, love, tragedy, trauma, all of that. At the end of the day, I had a sister tell me that she wasn't ready to deal with some trauma because it hurt too bad, and she wasn't ready to deal with it. And I get that. I get that. But I also know that in order for it to get better, you're gonna have to go through it. You have to address it. You have to acknowledge it. You have to work through it to get through it. You can't just sit it on the back burner and say, okay, I'm gonna get to it later, and then sometime it magically appears and it's magically more or less painful than it was before, and it's easier to process. Like, that's just not how it works, unfortunately. You're gonna have to get to it. You're gonna have to address those things that hurt the worst. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at my journey in life and I'm like, I was a mess, man. I was depressed. I was drunk all the time. Like, let me just drink to find my problems or the solution to my problem at the end of the bottle. They say, oh, drunks be looking for something at the end of the bottle, and then they get there and it's nothing there, so then they keep drinking. Something like that. You get the point. We all have our vices. We all have different things that we turn to, to make the pain less painful, to make us not feel or think about it. But the most important thing you must realize is that even if you don't address it, it's still addressing you subconsciously, right? You're unconsciously, you're not aware of it. You know what I'm saying? Your consciousness is still playing out. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you show up, certain things that you do, or certain things that other people do that may trigger you. It's triggered because you have unhealed trauma. Like, once you process it, once you deal with it, it'll come. It may come up, but it's not going to affect you the same way. And the only way for you to ensure that it doesn't affect you in the same way is for you to process it. We think about mental health, anxiety, depression, different personality disorders, whatever it may be. At the end of the day, like, you have to deal with things. Like, I was seeing a therapist. Like, I'm an advocate for it. If you need help, go get it, however that may be for you, because one shoe don't fit all, right? So do what works for you. I remember seeing a therapist. I was in like my 20s, early 20s or something like that. Yeah, give or take. Maybe I was like 25. I'll take that back. I was like 25 or something like that at the time. And I remember talking to the therapist, and I was telling him, like, from my childhood, I want to say from the age of like 12 to shit, I don't know, 17 or something, 18, well, 18 really, because my mom passed away right after my 18th birthday, like maybe a few months after my 18th birthday. So yeah, from like 12 to 18, I lost so many loved ones, like so much death, so many people closer to me. It was tragic. Like, and as a 12-year-old, like, there was no adult that was teaching me how to process that trauma, how to work through those emotions. So in my mind, I was like, okay, let me start to build this field, this shield, this wall to block people from getting so close to me, because they're going to eventually leave. And when they go, I want to be in control of how I feel. Like, if I don't let them get too close, then I won't be really, really affected by their absence. At least that's what I thought. I mean, it helped me in some ways, and then it hurt me in some ways. Like, growing up in high school and, middle school and all of that, I didn't let people get too close. I didn't really build friendships. I had this hard exterior. I was always just really angry. But it was a result of everything that I was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And so my life just continued on this downward spiral, affected by all these things that were just left to fester. And, I went on just living life. Like, I was present physically, but mentally absent. Like, I was just on autopilot for years. You know what I'm saying? And for some people, like, you might get that. You know what I'm saying? I just remember being on autopilot for hella years, like being here but not, like knowing like I don't feel connected to most people that was here. I felt like, the shit that drove, like that I was passionate about, that like drove me to like extreme happiness and like joy, the things I wanted to talk about. People be like, nah, the people around me, shall I say, once I became a little bit more aware. Anyways, let me jump back. So go back to the therapist. So when I was talking to the therapist and I told him that I'd deduced that I know I'd lost so many people, and I realized that I had to build these walls because people were going to leave me and I wanted to control my hurt. And I looked at how that affected me then and how it affected me through my adulthood, and he was like, wow, you figured that out on your own? And I was like, yeah. To me, that seemed simple. That's how my mind works. Like, that was the simple task. And he was like, wow, it's pretty impressive. I have people who've been coming to me for 10 plus years and they haven't figured that out. My first thought was, first of all, if they've been coming to you for 10 years, why haven't you helped them figure that out yet? But then my next thought was, and it's my ultimate thought, which is, at that point, I now know that I don't believe, I know I possess the power and the ability to heal myself. I possess the power and the ability to do whatever it is I need or want to do. Like, I was able to deduce that on my own. Like, no professional. Like, I am a professional. You see people talking to themselves and they're like, oh, why are you talking to yourself? I'm seeking expert advice. You know what I'm saying? It's from my highest self. You know what I'm saying? Like, from the Most High, from the universe, you know what I'm saying? From me to me, okay? A more advanced me sending messages to me so I can continue to be better, to be greater. So it was at that moment I realized I don't need to be going to therapy in that way. I can therapy myself, or therapize. Anyways, you get the point. I could heal myself. I am a healer. And that's when I went and really started to go within. But then there was layers and layers and layers and layers being peeled back. And again, I didn't have a tribe. I wasn't connected to people who were like-minded. So I did a lot of this work on my own over the course of years. Like, I've really been on this journey for like 10 years, maybe more than that. And I've uncovered so many different levels. And the thing about it that I finally realized, which I knew, but I've finally taken action on. That's the thing. I finally taken action on, which is, you have to find people who are like-minded. You have to first of all, before you even get there, you have to cut ties with people that don't mean good for you. Like, it doesn't matter. Family, friends, it does not matter, because when you do, you take your power back and you can begin to build stronger power, stronger energy, stronger connections, stronger forces that are going to take you to the next level. And that's actually a part of taking you to the next level. Like, do you have the know within yourself that everything is going to be okay? You're going to be taken care of. When I was where I was back in the day, I went through it. It is what it is. I didn't know. So that was the stress, that was the anxiety, that was the fear. Now what the hell am I afraid of? What am I fearful of? Why am I anxious? Like, don't get me wrong, there may be certain things that come up, but now I know how to address it. Like, if something tried to tell me I'm fearful of something, I know how to address that. You know what I'm saying? If anxiety comes up, I know how to address that. First of all, you got to acknowledge everything. You know what I'm saying? I know how to observe myself without judgment and just see where it takes me. What is this? What's going on? And the squirrels are like over there playing on the fence. That was funny. But yeah, just beautiful. Hummingbirds out here. Whew. Bless. The little things. Just the little things for me. I say all that to say, basically, when it's all said and done, I'm not going to say that I'm perfect. I'm not going to say that I am better than anybody. I'm not saying that I got it all figured out, because I don't. I know what I know because I've been through what I've been through. I've acknowledged, I've accepted, I've processed shit. I just don't let shit keep festering, because guess what? That shit'll stay festering, and then eventually it's over. It's too late. When I look at certain things, certain levels of depression or anxiety I used to go through, it would take me months, days, months, weeks sometimes. I know it's days, weeks, months, but you get me. You know what I'm saying? It took me longer to come out of that because I didn't know. I was so disconnected from myself. Although I would have levels of higher consciousness, and extensive level of higher consciousness, there would be times that I was super tapped in, but the force, I mean, it's so vast, it's so much, and if you don't have like-minded people around you, it can consume you, or it can make you back up, and it made me back up and stop for a minute and take pause, and then I kind of went back into some old ways. But okay. Not yet. Give me 10 minutes. Parenting. But yes, like at the end of the day, this time I'm just gonna pause for that brief moment right there. Like, I homeschool, and it's a beautiful thing. Like, we were outside earlier, just kind of jumping and playing, and being out in the sun. And so he was just doing some math, and so he's like, "Can I come back outside and be in the sun?" I love that. I love that he wants to come outside, but give me a minute. Like, we still have a few things we need to do. Look at the butterfly. Asheo. But I'm like, you gonna come back outside before today over with, for sure. I've been loving that he's really been wanting to be outside a lot. Spend a lot of time outdoors. That's beautiful. That's another way we can tap into ourselves. But he got some other work to do, so I'm not sure if he even is wanting to do that right now. I think he prefer to be outside, but I'm like, let's knock this work out so we can be outside all day if that's what we choose. But anywho, I feel like I'm just going on and on, but the message is the message. And the message is, no matter what you're going through right now, no matter what is going on in your life, you have the power. You are the power. You hold the power. You have the choice to say, I'm going to continue to spiral. I'm going to continue to feel how I'm feeling. Or you have the choice to say, that's enough. That's what I did. I chose to say, that's enough. And I'm not saying it's easy. By all means, it's not. The shit is rough. It's rough. It can be rough. But you either are going to do it or you're not going to do it. You cannot play victim consciousness. Like, play into victimhood, into victim consciousness. I was there. Oh man, this person ain't doing this. Why ain't nobody doing this for me? I don't deserve that. And I don't deserve this. And man, I'm tired of people this and I'm tired of people that. So I had to stop and be like, sis, you're so worried about what everybody else is doing or not doing that you haven't even stopped to realize what you're not doing for yourself. Like, what could you be doing more of to be better for you? Like, I have 2 young kings, okay? What am I not doing that can make me better for them? And once I had the realization, I was like, oh, snap. Like, I've been thinking and focusing on the wrong shit. That's it right there. You have to be accountable for yourself and to yourself, period, first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? You can sit here and act like your shit don't stink, but it do. And that's fine. It is what it is. Shit supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Shit's supposed to be what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be what it's supposed to be. And it only gets better if you make the choice to do better. And that's just what it comes down to. Like, I'm at a point in my life, like, I'll fuck with a person. You know what I'm saying? I'll fuck with you. And if you want to, move on and help and get help, you know what I'm saying? Whatever way I can help, whether that's talking through some of the shit I've been through and expressing that. Like, I lost my mom. I know people who are in their 50s and 60s who still have their mom. You know what I'm saying? They have both their parents. They don't know what that's like. I lost my mother when I was 18 years old. But she was diagnosed, I lost her to breast cancer, and she was diagnosed when I was 15 years old. So when I was a freshman in high school, my auntie, on my first day of freshman year of high school, my first day of freshman year, I was supposed to be attending my first day of school, but I was burying my auntie. Okay, she passed away of cancer. And 4 or 5 months later, my mom was diagnosed with cancer. Whew, powerful, right? I am powerful as fuck. I survived that shit. Like, I could be somewhere off my rocker, like mentally unstable, or not even be here at all. But I'm here for a reason. I stand tall through it all because I was built for this mission. Soul purpose, on purpose, intention. I'm using my intentions wisely. I'm keeping my eyes on my intention because through that I'm manifesting the life that I desire. I'm creating the life that I want. I visualize it. I see it. I know it's possible. I feel it in my heart. I've been given the vision. I just had to do my part. And as long as I do my part, everything else will come together. So you I encourage you, whoever's watching this, to take a minute and stop and be real with yourself. We tend to want to try to, have this facade, you know what I'm saying, for others. Like, you ain't going through shit and you so tough. And that shit is not, it's not even healthy. And sometimes we try to lie to ourselves like certain shit don't bother us, you know what I'm saying? But you don't do nothing but hurt yourself. So I want you to just take a minute right now and keep it a buck with yourself. Are you lying to you? Because if you lying to you, that's the worst lie, period, point blank. If you ain't gonna keep it real with nobody else, always keep it real with yourself. And if you watching this right now and you just like, you know what? Like, if you are watching this, you watching this for a reason. It was meant for you to see this. But if you're watching this right now and you like, you know what? I need to do better. I'm ready to ask myself, what is up? What can I change? What needs to be changed? What do I need to address? What have I not addressed that needs to be addressed now? If you're ready to keep it 100 with yourself, with how you feel, what you're going through, what you need, and what you're willing to do, there's magic right there that can be made, because you are the magic. You are magical, and it all takes you making a conscious choice to do better and be better. And once you do that, every day, little by little, one moment to the next, because there's so much going on. I don't even pay attention to shit that be on. I don't even watch the news. People say, you need to watch the news to know what's going on. Why? It's full of lies and deceit. So much deception. I stay true to who I am. I stay true to my calling and what I'm here for. And I'm not going to get that from the news. They're not going to tell me none of that. That's going to help build me up. You know what I'm saying? That's another lie for another story, another time. But we have to make the choice for ourselves to do better for ourselves, and the first step is being 100, absolutely a buck with yourself. Where you at, how you feeling, what's going on, what's affecting you, what's not, and releasing those things that don't serve you. And sometimes there may be people, it may be people that are close to you, and that's fine. Sometimes you just gotta let people go, because it gets greater later. And why hold on to $5 if you can have 5 million? Why hold on to 5 people when you might have a whole tribe? You know what I'm saying? That's actually like you and love you and will inspire you to be better and do better and motivate you to, go to the next level. We sometimes fight for one thing because we like, man, well, this is all I know. It's comfortable. Guess what? It's comfortable, but it ain't, you know what I'm saying, gonna help you grow. It's not gonna help you to live to your full potential. So no, don't believe that it can happen. Know that it's possible. Know that where you're at is not where you're going to be. It's not where you're meant to be. What you're going through now is temporary. It's always change, always change. You have the power right now at this moment, literally. Like, it's not going to all change overnight. Well, but it's not going to all change overnight. It's a process. It's a process. But if you're watching this right now, I really highly, strongly encourage you, with so much love in my heart, to stop and make a choice to tap into yourself. Keep it a buck with yourself. Ask yourself what you need. Love on yourself. Okay? Be patient and gentle with yourself. We be so patient with others. We forgive them over and over and over and over and over. And with ourselves, we just like, you done. Don't. Be gentle. Be patient. You're doing the best you can with what you have or what you've known. It's time to know something different. It's time to do something different. So I encourage you right now to just take a minute and say, you know what? What am I ready to do? Am I ready to stay the same? And if that's what you want to do, that's fine. It's your life. It's your choice. You live it and do it how you want to. But if you're like, you know what? I want better. I want different. I don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again. I don't want to keep feeling this way. You know what I'm saying? Then make the choice to do it now. Make the choice to do it now. I'm going to double back, because I remember earlier I was talking about like being in depression and anxiety for months, weeks, whatever. Before, I didn't know how to jump out of it, but now I can, if I feel anxious or whatever, I can jump out of it quickly. You know what I'm saying? I know I have the tools. If you are looking for some tools to help you to be able to be aware of what you're feeling and how you're feeling and how to move from that to something else, definitely reach out. I'm on IG at Nubian-KreativGoddess. That's Nubian-KreativGoddess. I had to think about it for a minute. Nubian Creative Goddess. And also Nubian-KreativGoddess.com. Thank you for tapping in with this video. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. If you know anybody who could use this message, please feel free to share it. Share it, share it, share it. It's the time. It's the great awakening. People are waking up. People are ready to wake up. And sometimes you just gotta, find that one person. It just takes one person to make a difference. Be the change you want to see. Be the energy you want to attract. That's my philosophy. I live by it. And I'm here to do my part. Anything that I've been through, I can help somebody else see where I've come from and share my experience and my story, and what works for them and what may not work. But the things we go through in life, the experiences that we have, the messages that come to us aren't always for us. Sometimes it's meant for us to share with other people. And so I'm very grateful to Spirit that I jumped on right quick to just record this message, because I really believe that this is going to help somebody today. I'm hosting a virtual workshop on June 12th on a Saturday, 10 a.m. The link is in my bio on Instagram, on IG at Nubian-KreativGoddess. Just doing some shadow work, doing this thing. This is that shadow work, going within. But anyways, if you're looking for some more information, if you're looking for some more information on shadow work, if you're looking to start your journey in shadow work, or you're just starting your journey in spirituality, or healing yourself and becoming more aware of who you are and yourself, please feel free to check me out at Nubian Creative Goddess. If this resonates with you, if you feel called to, again, like, share, and subscribe. I thank you so very, very much for listening. I love you all, and I wish you the best. And I know that you can do it, because you are powerful beyond measure, and I am, because we are. I'm here. Each one reach one. And so with that being said, have a beautiful rest of your day. Go enjoy it. Be great. And most importantly, love yourself and be gentle to yourself. Be kind always. Okay? You got this. Tap in. Peace.